You may be finding yourself wanting to be more self-sustainable during this pandemic. Try something new. Joining us now to give us some tips is Olson from Centric, a leading compostable tableware company. Hey, Lauren, thanks for joining us.
Hey, thanks for having me.
Yeah, I know actually a lot of people who are curious right now and trying to learn how to compost themselves. So how can someone start their own or their community garden?
Yeah, composting is a lot easier than you might think. So all you need is 3 parts brown or carbon, so leaves, dead grass, branches, anything that kind of looks brown, and then 1 part green, so this will be your food scraps or other items like that. And it's really just a matter of keeping it a little bit moist and just kind of monitoring it. And I think it's a great project for right now because it allows you to get outside and it allows you to get more involved in nature and have something to check on. And community gardens are great too. A lot of them have compost areas, and starting your own garden is certainly a great option if you have that availability at your own home to get something started.
Sure. I'm just curious, during this time when so many of us are at home, are you seeing composting become a more common thing?
I have heard from compost manufacturers that they are selling record numbers of compost right now, that people are very interested in starting their community gardens. And I certainly have had a lot more inquiries about how to start your own compost pile. So I think everyone's looking to be a little more connected to nature and outside. So I do think that things are on the rise.
Sure. And you explained a little bit about at-home composting and what you need in order to do it. But can you just talk about, for someone who's brand new, how did they even get started?
I know for me, I am in an apartment, so I have to have some sort of appliance or something like that to kind of keep it self-contained. So that might be your first step. Otherwise, it might be if you have a home and you have a yard of some kind, figuring out where exactly you want to keep it and how you're going to keep it contained, whether that might be some sort of wood system or wire or something like that.
Sure. And right now, I think we're all trying to cut down on waste. This is a good time to learn more about that. Is this the best way, or is there anything else that we can do at home to reduce waste?
Definitely look into the recycling, and as well as if you have curbside pickup of composting rules in your area. I mean, now is a great time while you're at home and doing a lot of cooking, really just making sure you're sorting things effectively. There's nothing worse for a recycling program than getting materials that are not acceptable, because this can destroy the load of the recycling. So take this opportunity to really brush up on the rules and get your sorting down, set up your kitchen effectively for your waste management. Some other things that you can do is use reusable towels or rags for kitchen spills and cleanups rather than paper towel. That's a great way to cut down on the things you need to buy, trips to the store, as well as your waste. Another thing, too, is, I've seen a lot of the photos, I guess, early on when people were more hoarding. A lot of people are buying bottled water. Certainly, if you're going to be at home, try to drink tap water unless it's unsafe for some reason. Tap water is just fine and tested, and, it cuts down on the single-use plastic.
Sure. And you had mentioned brushing up on some of the rules and regulations. Is there a good site or resource to look all that up?
Well, certainly just check with your municipality and wherever you live, and I'm sure they'll have those rules up. They all differ, which is an unfortunate thing, and so I think that's where a lot of people get confused.
Okay, well, good to know. Thank you so much, Lauren. Some very interesting information and very useful. So thank you again for talking to us, and have a great day.
Yeah, you too.
I didn't know that the rules actually, change depending on where you live.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it can be even county to county, or from city to county, it can be different. But I think some of those suggestions she gave were great, especially, the water bottle thing, it can get a lot. But I've been trying to use more rags to clean up spills and whatnot, trying to save those paper towels since they are really hard to find right now, and especially conserve the toilet paper.
There you go. Yes, definitely don't go into your toilet paper to clean up a mess.